46A he'll be fine if Lara Croft could make that jump no problem. So could he. 47 where are your jokes now you jerks? 48 if you had just been nicer, and jumped on that grenade that could have been you. 49 I
thought he'd be taller.
You would know. 50 hey Jim who's that girl right? Wouldn't you say she looks like she could manipulate an entire kingdom? Exactly no better than Cersei.
Seems harmless enough. Hard to see what all the fuss is about.
51 JK lol. 52 amazing how a few slight alterations turns the lame tights that look like they were knitted by Steve's grandma into this. I guess the slow-mo helps too. 53 a destroying hydro weapons plants montage is the fastest way to a destroying hydro weapons plants. 54 oh, and getting Agent Carter to fall in love with you. 55 yup. 56 if I survive coming back as a villain.
Protective system of regeneration and healing, which means, can't get drunk.
57 one of the few drawbacks to being Captain America, but it keeps him ready to Boy Scout it up whenever needed.
I'm not gonna stop till all of Hydra is dead or captured.
58 persistence. 59 Cap Spike would give a James Bond car a run for its money. 60 finally getting to see Cap in full light, in all his powerful glory.
What made to you so special? Nothing. I'm just a kid from Brooklyn.
61 humility, although really it's one of those catch-22s where if he actually acknowledged the real reason he's special it would diminish his specialness, but still humility. 62 Peggy Ex Machina.
Go get him.
63 for luck cliche dodge. Also love.
I'm not kissing you!
65 Tommy Lee Jones doesn't even care. 66 exposition by bomber labels. 67 brutal. 68 yeah get him R2 wait. 69 I got to give Agent Smith a win for not kung fuing it up in this fight, we know he's got the moves. 70 and the blue energy beam to space was born also full circle on the Ark of the Covenant huh.
I'd hate to step on your...
71 self-sacrifice.
Take us to the next grid point.
But there's no trace of wreckage.
72 trying to find your friend, but man Stark's devotion is making Cap 3 look all the sadder. 73 haha. 74 I know this is a bit of a shameless plug for the next film, but we didn't get excited when they saw that. I know we are all jaded by the MCU at this point, but until I saw that line in theaters I wasn't convinced Avengers was really happening. 75 a year before Avengers came out we got to see a leader born, and I won't say created because the first act of this movie does a great job of showing us who Steve Rogers is and how his abilities are only a tool that let him become the leader he was destined to be. 76 although you could say that Tony Stark was already a billionaire genius before he became Iron Man, and Bruce Banner was already a genius scientist. A suit and the Green Guy are what they really add to the Avengers, and while Cap couldn't contribute without his strength and speed, it's his leadership and the fact that he's a good man that make him valuable to the Avengers, and it's those unique qualities that this film showcases. I really appreciate the amount of time they spent with Steve before the serum. This film does a great job of blending breakneck action with solid stories set against the alternate history World War II. 77, and I give them so much credit for not just dumping Cap in present time with flashbacks to his first mission. They really made the period piece work. As always, Hugo Weaving impresses, and as German Red Skull, he really got to tug his mustache. The character is a perfect anti-app, and I applaud their willingness to use Cap's main arch-nemesis right at the gate. 78 after Chris Evans flamed on all over fan before, I never would have thought that he could have pulled off the meekness, humility, and compassion that is Steve Rogers, but man asses he goes from being a joke to leading the many rescued to pretty much single-handedly destroying Hydra. 79 well until the future obviously, but we'll get to that another time. Steve Rogers as a character is one of my favorite Avengers. He's full of one-liner wisdom nuggets like 80 start running, they'll never let you stop. For Peggy was never long for the cinematic Marvel canon, but she proved that she was the second best thing to come out of this film by getting her own show. 81 primarily I just feel bad for Rogers. He finally falls for a girl, and he has to get bumped into the future, but now that Cable will be in the Deadpool sequel, maybe he can bring Peggy into the future. Did he have that ability? Although now we're talking about Fox again, who are so protective of their X-Men that the MCU's Quicksilver and Scarlet, which have identity crises. Not that it matters. Cap would never put up with Deadpool's language. I assume he'd have to make an exception to his sentiment.
I don't want to kill anyone.
You got no idea.
If you like this video, click the subscribe button, give me a thumbs up, and turn your notifications on so you never miss any videos from my channel. I'll see you lads in the next one.